When I was little, my mum used to feed me alphabet soup, and she claimed that I loved it. I didn't really. She was just putting words in my mouth.
Jesus.
I'm really excited for the amateur autopsy club I've just joined. Wednesday's open mic night. I went to the forest that makes you have multiple pronouns, and I accidentally touched some poison ivy. Now I'm it, she.
Oh my word.
Good Lord. I couldn't hear you over that scraping sound. Jesus.
Yeah, my parents, funny enough, treat me like a god, insofar as they don't believe in me. And the next door neighbour worships the exhaust pipes around in all the cars around my area. It turns out he's a catalytic converter.
Oh God.
Jim, this is all on you, I'm afraid. My friend ate some pages from the Bible, and now he has salmonella poisoning. That works better in page, to be honest. And the first computer can be dated back.
More. Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, here we go. My first computer can be dated back to Adam and Eve. It was an Apple with limited memory, just one byte, and then it crashed.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, thank you very much. Again, it works better on paper because byte is BYTE.
I had a problem with a computer once.
Go on.
Right, I bought this computer, and it sat there, and all I could
keeps coming
hear
on it every Tuesday.
and all I could hear was "Skyfall, here, fall," and then I realised it was Adele.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Black Dog 240. I'm Lee.
I'm Darren.
I'm Jim.
And I'm a terrible joke.
And I'm drunk. And this week, we will see how everyone's week's been, except for Elton, who's got nothing going on. And then we will move on to any feedback that we have for last week's movie, which I cannot remember for the life of me.
The Long Walk.
What was it?
The Long Walk.
The Long Walk, that's the one. And then, really made an impression. And then after that, we will get on to this week's movie, which is Jim's pick. It's Jim's pick, isn't it, Jim? Jim,
It
you
was
picked this.
my pick. I thought we need something light and funny.
Yes. And you did unpick what?
Velocipastor.
You did indeed.
I thought it was about a dinosaur turned into spaghetti.
I thought it was the sequel to F1 with Brad Pitt going around eating a bowl of carbonara. But we'll get to that soon enough. So let's find out how everyone's week's been while I drink what's left of this lovely Merlot. And Jim, how's your week, mate?
Not too bad. It's nearly managed to slip a disc because I was getting back pains and Trees was getting achy. I looked kind of, we've had this mattress 7 years, maybe time for a new one.
Yep.
So I didn't get a new one. And then kind of ironically, nearly put my back out wrestling it into position. So that's a lesson in irony for you there. Mm-hmm.
Orthopaedic mattress? No.
Oh no,
There's
it's
the irony right there.
No, just the super memory foam one with with extra comfort zones for back support.
Well, you'll certainly remember getting that one.
I certainly will. But if it lasts another 7 years, I'll be happy.
Nice.
Memory foam mattresses are fucking great. I've got one myself here.
I know. They're really, really good.
Don't you two start again. We had enough of the fucking air fryers.
Well, actually, I did get a free air fryer with mine. So I've got 2 air fryers now. So, things come in bundles. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Go on, carry on.
It's made of tofu. It's made of tofu. The bed is made of tofu. I rip bits off, stick it in the air fryer. I've got a lovely meal. There you go.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Okay, keep going, Jim.
He's got Cirilla quicker than I anticipated tonight. I'll be honest.
Yes, I haven't got my hand on the tiller on this one. I'll be perfectly honest. Like I say, I'm 3 wines to the good. I'm afraid.
Oh well, I've got some catching up to do.
You do indeed.
So other than that, I've been a bit busy with that. It's that time of the month where I have my immunotherapy, and this month I had to get off bloods, but also I went to meet a new specialist who's going to be overseeing my treatment for the next 11 months. Right. And she's kind of a specialist in immunotherapy, and she wanted to meet face to face, mainly because I had a CT scan a while ago, and she had the results. And the results were it's looking pretty good. It's the lungs looking pretty good state. Cool. And they're recovering well from radiotherapy, so that was good.
Nice.
And so far, so good. I've had 3rd dose today, and still no any side effects to speak of from the immunotherapy. So that's pretty good going. So I'm quite pleased with that. So from now on, it's just some telephone appointments to make sure I'm okay, and another CT scan in just after Christmas. But other than that, it's just going next time in 9th of December to sit for an hour and a half and have a bit of peace and quiet and a cup of tea. Well, radioactive drugs bumped into me. But so that's going pretty well. I'm pretty pleased with that. So
that sounds superb.
Yes. So I'm happy with that. And, but other than that, it's kind of this is the last quarter. Is busy time for me. So I'm now striding ahead, getting podcasts in the bank and planning stuff for the festive season, what the hell I'm doing for it, and stuff like that. And excuse me. So other than that, not an awful lot, but we'll have more next week as we're going away this weekend. So there you go.
Lovely. Okie dokie. Well,
hang on. The other thing I got, I nearly forgot. I had it on my desk to remind me, and I completely ignored it because I'm a dickhead. But Mr. Danny Davis of this parish has recently just released a a small press zine.
Yes,
oh, really?
I want one of them.
Yes, called Electric Paint, and I have it in my hands here. It is all glossy, full colour, and it is basically a little art gallery as a zine. Awesome. A little introduction, and then just a selection of his paintings from across the years, and it's bloody marvellous. It's a lovely bit of work, quality production. Check him out on Facebook and Instagram and Threads as well, where you can find him these days, and get yourself a copy because it's bloody marvellous.
Right. I was going to say, where do you get it? Does he have like a storefront or anything?
Yes, yeah. I saw it on his Facebook. But yes, he's got I can't remember, it's a big cartel. It's one of those little kind of platforms where you can have your own little store.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it is now. There's quite a few now. But yes. So you can get it in PDF or in a Dead Tree version. And I got both, and it's bloody good. Yes.
Oh, awesome. That sounds.
It's kind of just like a little pamphlet of inspiration.
Oh yeah. I love his stuff. I think his stuff is great.
It is.
Awesome. Okay. Well, that's good, and I'm glad you didn't forget that because that's good. That's good. That's good. And he's been there for us, and I think we should be there for him.
Absolutely. I say it is a thing of wonder. Because I got the PDF version as well, but I didn't look at them because I wanted to wait to get the actual one and open it up and look at it properly. Then the other one can have on my tablet for a mobile copy, digital copy. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Really, really lovely production.
It's
from the Sleepy Village Press.
That's it, Sleepy
and
Village Press.
Hopefully be more. Yes.
Nice. Awesome. Brilliant. Okie dokie. Well, there you go. I would recommend heartily anyone who's into some serious dark art checks that out because his stuff is great. Cool. Okay. Well then, which case we will move on now to you, Darren. How's your week been, mate?
Yeah, it's been good. So I've been off work. I've booked in a holiday, and took the week off during possibly one of the busiest times in the office.
Yes.
I walked out the door and thought, you know what? I'm not going to look at any messages or anything like this for the whole week. I'm going to wait until the end of it, possibly when I'm coming back, and then I'll see the conversations on Teams, and look on Google Maps to see if the place is a smoking hole in the ground or anything like this. I don't know. You never can tell what happens in that place.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, everything was okay, and the AGM went off without a hitch, so that's good. All my preparation work that I did paid off. So so I didn't come back to any major disasters.
Right.
Got a thank you note as well, thanking me for all my hard work.
Nice
stuff. So
not thank you for going away.
Yeah, not a thank you for going. No. That was a topic of conversation for a few people. Why is Darren going away now? What is this? Why we don't begrudge him a holiday? But why?
Why now? Why?
Why now? Why pick this week? Mainly picked this week because it was me and Ree's anniversary.
Hey.
So we've been together 8 years. She's put up with me for that long.
Wow.
So yeah, I know. It's amazing.
Fucking hell. I mean, let's be honest. She's still lagging behind the rest of us because
yeah, exactly.
This podcast has been going for 14 years, and I've known you since school. So, I don't think it's that much of an achievement just yet. But I do appreciate it. Mm-hmm.
I mean, as you've always admitted, Lee, me and you actually sort of like seeing and interacting with each other just puts a strain on the relationship. I know it does.
That's why I told you to go and find other people.
I don't mind, Darren. I really don't. Really, if you want to go off and do another podcast, that's fine. You do it. Yeah.
If you want to go see other people, that's fine.
You need to see that, please.
Don't let me stop you.
Exactly. Bye-bye. See ya. Laters. Ta-da. So yeah, we've had. She worked for 2 days, but I've had the entire week off, and I've come back to a working from home week as well. So jackpots, get in,
nice.
Woohoo!
Cool.
So that's all good. But let's see, what did we do in the meantime? Well, I finished season 1 of Ted Lasso. That sealed the deal for me. That whole thing, just a fantastic show. Love it. That's it. I'm gonna start hacking into the rest of it now. And they're filming it apparently just up the road from me because it's based in Richmond.
Yes,
which isn't sort of like a million miles away from where I live. In fact, that's where I met Ree in Richmond. So yes, there you go. And they are filming in places that I do actually recognise as well.
Nice.
So if you do watch the show, yes, Richmond is actually like that.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
No, it's good. It's good. It's a very Richard Curtis type world there. You can imagine 4 weddings and a funeral or something like that taking place there because, troubles don't seem to touch that area, if you know what I mean.
Tons of Laura Ashley print and lots of people being very rich.
Indeed, yes. So lots of friendly chimney sweeps and stuff like that around the area. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. Real good representation of Britain. So looking forward to looking at the rest of that. Now, last week, you remember I went and saw Frankenstein at the cinema.
That's Frankenstein.
Yep. So, went off, got my ticket, watched the film. And so you can imagine my surprise when I found out that about 3 days after it hit the cinema, it's on Netflix. So if anybody wants to go and see the new Netflix, I didn't realise it was coming on that soon. But it's like, so I could have just sat indoors and watched this then.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Whatever. It's a good job I didn't actually pay any money for the ticket, and I had it on me pass, my cinema pass, because I think I would have been a bit hacked off.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah. Yeah. We did tell you.
Say. Well, there you go. So there's that.
That's why I get you to see other people. You never listen.
Indeed.
To me.
Yes. But anyway, linking to that, me and Reed did go to the cinema this week.
Oh yes. What did you see?
We always like to go cheekily while everyone else is working. It just feels a bit naughty when you do that. Everyone else is like hard at work and you fuck off to the cinema. So
yes.
Yay.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure it was on AGM day that I went and saw this as well. So there you go.
Nice work.
Just to shovel it on top there. But went off to see Predator Badlands.
Okay.
I'm just going to let that hang in the air there just for a minute.
Mhm.
Okay? Just as it morphs into reality there and, it takes off its invisibility cloak or whatever the fuck they call it. And, comes back.
Okay.
There we are. Now, I don't know when this film is supposed to take place. Okay, because this is really confusing. If you've been watching the latest stuff they've been churning out for the Predator, one being the excellent Prey, and the other one being the okay, was it Predator?
Killer of Killers.
Killer of Killers, which is leading into this film. Then it's confusing because the Killer of Killers takes different people from different time zones that have taken on the Predators.
Yeah.
Right. And as I said to Ray, it's like this film was written by somebody who's obviously never watched Alien, right, and has been well versed, and even hasn't even watched Alien Earth, right? That's how because
that would be a plus point, surely.
Yeah, I was going to say, how's that a negative?
Well,
don't you threaten me with a good time?
It's just that all the technology for Weyland-Yutani is just like, this is a bit advanced for Weyland-Yutani. What? So Mother speaks now, does she? Oh, okay.
She always spoke.
No, she came out in text, right? Mother always comes out in texts on the ship, right? She never actually speaks. She comes out as text.
Point of order, actually pushes fingers up. No.
Alien.
Yeah.
Alien, she's in that.
Speaks,
if you
Alien
some young actress's grandma did the voice, isn't it?
Hang on.
Some young actress who's in doubt and they did. There we go.
No, that's just no. I'm talking about when they're interacting with Mother, right, on a one-to-one basis. It's just text on a screen. But now she talks to you as well. She reads the text out for you.
Right.
So there we go. All the weaponry seems to have had a fucking big upgrade as well. The pulse rifles look nothing like the pulse rifles that you've seen before. They don't even look like a variation of them. The only thing they've got is they sound like the pulse rifle, and that's it. And they're a lot smaller as well. And things just generally don't seem right with this, where that's concerned. So I really don't know when this is supposed to take place. It's a bit confusing because it's just, I don't know. It's like the Predator franchise is the Sony Marvel, and Alien is Marvel. Do you know what I mean? Because in the proper Marvel superhero films, right, you don't really get them referencing the Sony universe, right?
No,
that's it. It hardly ever, right? You blink and you miss it. But in the Sony, there's like the fucking proper Marvel films. The mentions for those are all over the place, right? They just slot those things in, and that's pretty much like the Predator universe. Right. Because I've not seen an actual Alien film where they've referenced any Predator stuff. And it's the same with this.
Well, I think everyone classes the Aliens versus Predator as Predator movies instead of the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've had Aliens versus Predator, and that's more of a Predator film than anything else. But yeah. Lee, you're going to fucking hate this film, mate.
Yay!
You are absolutely going to hate this film, right? Now, I watched it and I thought it was okay, right? It was the action in it was pretty good. I liked the Predator himself that was in this, because this is all about a disgraced Predator that's trying to fucking score a win so he can get back in with his clan. Right. And this kind of does what Alien Earth does. In fact, it's almost the same sort of plot in a certain way. You know that thing we said we hated, that we hoped really wouldn't happen in Alien Earth. You know that thing,
Well, how long have you got?
Dr. Doolittle, he talks to the animals.
Now say bollocks.
Right? And of course, it was like, I fucking knew it. Because you know it's kind of the same thing that happens in this. You get they can't have a bad guy without demystifying it at all,
right?
And they go into the Predator lore. They go into it pretty much like Killer of Killers. It gives you a glimpse into it, but this one goes even more full tilt.
Yeah,
into it.
Great.
So that I didn't enjoy. There is also, you know, how it was all one big happy family, but like where Alien Earth was concerned. Yeah, it kind of does the same thing in this as well.
God, do we have brothers or sisters or anything like that going on?
There is a brother. There is a brother in it. The Predator has a brother.
Of course it does.
Yep.
My brother, the Predator.
Yeah, who basically, is there at the beginning of the film, right? Which you don't get to see him after that, but he's there at the beginning of the film.
So he dies, is what you're telling us.
I'm not saying whether he does or not, but the dad turns up and he's none too pleased. Something like that. But he, yeah. So basically, the father of this Predator, who I think is like the clan leader of all predators or something. He's like the big daddy predator, whatever, is very unimpressed with this, the main protagonist of this film, and wants him offed. But through various things that happen, this one goes off and decides to go and prove himself. He decides to go off and find the unkillable monster that even makes his dad scared. So he's like, right, I'm going to fucking have that. I'm going to kill it, and I'm going to bring its head back home and show them just how much of a hard nut I am.
Right.
And so he goes off to this planet that contains this thing. And along the way, he meets, and this is all in the trailer, he meets a synthetic human who is basically...
Billy Idol.
Yeah, Billy Idol, yeah. No, he's not Billy Idol. No, he's not even Billie Eilish. He meets this AI, and this AI has basically been sliced in half, got no legs. There is some comedy interaction between the two of them, and I must admit, there's one or two bits that made me giggle, just because of the Predator's reaction to certain things. Because they've given him a bit more expression. You see, they've made it so that he can make facial expressions properly now, not just the usual one with the jaws that open up. He's actually got some kind of, he's not quite sure what he's looking at.
Does he look at the camera and go wah wah and raise his eyebrows and waggle them?
No, he looks at the camera and all of a sudden you hear bom bom bom. So yeah. There are one or two moments like that.
Oh God!
But there's a cutesy creature in it as well. There's a cutesy creature.
There is.
Joins the crusade because it's a 12, and they're trying to attract kids in to watch a film about a bloodthirsty alien killing machine.
Of course.
So, yes, get a cutesy creature in there. Get him in there. And to begin with, again, you didn't know that this thing.
Didn't...
No. To begin with, the way that the creature is introduced, and this sort of like this set to that him and the Predator has got one or two bits in it that are a little bit of a giggle. It soon just starts turning into
Disney.
Yeah, and let's show the Predator that their ways are not the best ways, and let's see if we can mold them into something else, shall we? It's just, oh no. Oh no. It wasn't a total write-off, the film. Like I say, there were some good bits in it, but it's just, I don't like the way they've pushed both these franchises, the Alien and the Predator franchises, if I've got to be honest.
Right.
It ends up, it's almost the same story, synthetic with monster
Monster. Where Monster?
Manages to connect with Monster.
And
turns
out humans were monsters all along.
Oh yes,
Hooray.
actually,
Well,
you're very close to that.
They have the very similar format of like the Disney stuff with the Mandalorian and the child.
You may be a cold-blooded killer, but you're a bit of a laugh. You're a real softy underneath all that 3 tons of fucking metal that you're wearing there as body armor.
Would you?
Indeed.
Just
there's a
You're
scene
my
where
best mate in the whole world.
they're all at a karaoke bar.
Calls you a
getting their feelings
cunt-faced
out.
crab killer. I'll fucking swing for him.
Just tickles his belly and his leg starts going.
Yeah,
indeed. And there's that montage. They go off on holiday.
Go on a fishing trip.
Cliff Richard's summer holiday starts playing. We're all going on a summer holiday. The Predator walks in with a fucking Hawaiian shirt on. Your women's have always wanted to.
Yeah, little montage with it. Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah, exactly. Who's that bloke that does the music for Toy Story?
Randy Newman.
Was it Randy Newman? Yeah, so he's a predator. He's got no buddies.
But he's going on the killing spree on Earth. Dun, dun.
Are you just sing narrating what we're doing? He's now asking me a question.
Yeah. So not good then.
This one might be one just worth waiting for.
Is
you
it
want to watch
bad as The Predator, which we both saw at the cinema together?
I would say no.
Okay.
I'm standing on tiptoes when I do it. No. You might think it is.
You were lying. You're lying with your mouth, aren't you? It's a bloody shit show.
It's like I say. I didn't think it was so bad. Danny Glover's not in it. I'm mostly disappointed that Danny Glover wasn't in it. Well, I'm getting too old for this shit,
That's because he fucking is too old for this shit. I mean, he's fucking like 205 at this point, isn't he? And there's no way he's going to turn up.
And just to confirm, there is no Arnold Schwarzenegger in this either. Okay, so Arnold is not in this.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
So am I.
No, I'm not. Not really. Right. So that was that. But now we come to one of the other highlights of my week. Oh yeah.
Which is I did purchase a new game this week.
Okay.
And this is Darren's Late to the Party, volume 247.
Okay.
I did splash out some cash on Marvel Spider-Man Remastered Edition, which I know for a fact is one of your favourite games of all time.
Yes, it is. It's fucking great.
Yes, it is fucking great. I do have some caveats. It's great when it works properly. And it doesn't require you to frantically try and do something. Because then the control system kind of fucking lets you down. Right? Okay? Now, I see what you mean about the challenges now. Okay? Because, let me just say, by the way, the story in this is fantastic. It's really well animated. It's a beautiful looking game. There's very little in the way of uncanny valley when it comes to characters being on screen. It's just a fantastic game to watch and to play in general. I love it. I really do. And I love the fact that every once in a while it will give you a new Spider-Man costume that you can take and you can wear as well. So at the minute I've got, Spider-Man 2099's costume on doing my thing. But I've been through quite a few of them.
I think it also features the last ever appearance, even if it's only digitally, of Stan Lee.
Yes, it is. Yep, I came across the cameo in game in the pub of that. Yeah. Yep. Greetings, true believers, Excelsior.
He's just trying to find his way in the world.
Yep.
It's like,
salute, Stan. Salute. So yeah, the game itself, I think it's well worth the money. Really is. It's well worth your time. And once you get the swinging sorting out in it, the web swinging, you know, it's like, but yes, this is Spider-Man. There is no doubting this. It is. And like I say, when you don't do the challenges and you don't have to do anything frantically, like try to land on a small square of concrete, right, without you fucking hitting the zipline button and fucking flying off, and you see the timer running down, then yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. But challenges on this really don't understand the limits of its control system.
Yeah,
it really doesn't. That's the thing. I would say if there's anything that lets it down, it's the Taskmaster challenges, not the fighting ones, because I those ones are all right from the ones I've tried so far, but it's the bomb disposal ones or the follow the fucking drone one. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Have you done the pigeons?
Yes, I've done the pigeons, the fucking pigeons. You fucking pigeon. Come back the fuck here, you fucking pigeon. I don't need no stinking pigeons.
Chasing the fucking racing pigeons all around New York.
Yeah, for that one homeless bloke. It's like, isn't there like a fucking world-destroying disaster that I've got to go and stop somewhere?
Yeah.
Why the fuck am I getting? Why have I got to be a completist about this and go chasing pigeons? Because that's what I do. It's a side mission, and I have to complete the side missions. Yep. I've already completed most of the major sort of side stuff on there, like all the sightseeing. I've done all those. I've done all the bases for the demons and for the was it the combat for the other guys as well. And there's one or two other things as well that you have to go around the city going to pick up.
All the backpacks and all that.
All the backpacks and stuff like that. I've done all of those. And I haven't even got halfway through the fucking game and all those were done. I couldn't help myself. Because I was like, no, this is going to give me extra stuff. Oh, I'm obsessed. Quick, give me the stuff. I need to get this thing. Oh, look at that addition to the costume. I need that. So, and all the DLCs included in this. I've got things like the heist.
How much did you pay?
Well, this was 20, was it less than 20 quid I paid for this?
Nice.
And it got everything in it, and it's got the graphic update, and it runs as smooth as silk on my machine as well, which I was really scared it wouldn't. But no, my machine eats it up for breakfast, not a problem. So nice. I've been really enjoying this. I've been quite obsessed with it. So,
great.
Yeah, I've played nothing. I've literally played nothing but that for the past 4 or 5 days.
Well, I won't try and rush you through it, but everything gets refined and improved with Miles Morales, and then by the time you get to Spider-Man 2, it's what you wanted the game to be in Spider-Man 1. Right.
Because I've got past the Miles Morales part on the game where, he gets mentioned and that. I've got past that, the initial stages, but I've still got like 3 to 4 bits of DLC to come. I'm doing those in order. So I'm finishing the game first. Then I'm going to go on to the heist with the Black Cat. And then it's all the other ones. And I'm actually quite looking forward to seeing what they do with the Vulture. So, yeah.
It's a good film. It's a good game. I can't deny. It's a great game.
It is. It's well worth the cash. And,
definitely.
Is it wrong that I'm more concerned with the scientific challenges in the laboratory than anything else, though?
No. Sitting there doing all the DNA matching.
Yeah, and the fucking getting the chemicals, trying to figure out what the thing is, and trying to get the shapes in place to unlock what the mysterious chemical compound is.
Yep.
And the electronics parts as well, doing those. I was like, oh, no, I've got to do every single one of these before I go any further now. What do you mean you're not giving me any more until I've done some more of the game? Bastards!
Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm really enjoying these little set puzzles you've got here. I'm loving walking around the laboratory and listening to Doc Ock's weird tasting music and stuff like that. It's great. And it's making me feel stuff for a fucking person I know that's going to go pear-shaped with later on.
Doc Ock or Harry?
Doc Ock. Dr. Octavius there.
Yeah.
Because he's such a nice bloke and such a sort of father figure to Peter in this. And it's just
that Ed Gein, he was so nice to his neighbours.
Yeah, indeed. But it's just like, this is gonna go so badly.
It's gonna go Pete Tong, isn't it?
And it's the whole sort of you now understand Pete's heartbreak when there's so much more emotional weight attached to this than any other, for as far as any other iteration of Dr. Octopus that I've seen. Because you've had this build up, because you've had the foundations lay for that relationship, it's just like, oh no, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt real bad when this goes the other way. Well, it's going to be tragic as well.
No, I'm not going to spoil it.
No, that's fine. I'm going to come to it I know where this is heading. I don't know in what spectacular fashion it's going to get there in.
Let me just say this: it pulls something, that you're not going to expect,
right?
And any other time, you might be a little cross, but go with it.
All right,
that's all I'm going to say.
Okay,
that's all I can say.
It's not let me down so far for story content,
but
even things like Aunt May. And stuff like this, who is now radically different. Although she hasn't followed the pattern of the Aunt Mays in the film, and she's not like 16 now or anything like that, because Aunt May's slowly been gradually getting younger and younger as the films have gone on.
Yep. No, I'm saying nothing, and I say nothing more because if I say something, it's going to give everything away. So enjoy it. That's all I'm going to say. Enjoy.
I am very much so, and I will most probably be getting the next one, Miles Morales, next month.
Miles Morales fucking rocks. It really does.
That's on sale on Loaded now for about $12.99. So
cool.
Yes,
cool. Excellent. Okay. Right. Cool.
So that's it. I'm done. I think I've filled both mine and Elton's week there.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. My week, nothing much. I finished watching Lazarus, first off, which for those of you who can't remember, was basically what if we did a detective story, but with Sixth Sense. And I'm not going to lie, we stuck with it. Even when we were suspicious that it might not stick the landing, but we got to episode 6, and me and Carol were waiting to see how this was going to end, and basically the pair of us went, "Oh, fuck off!"
Oh, no,
yes,
really?
Yeah. It's one of those ones where it goes. You know that person you think is dodgy. Guess what? After all the red herrings, he is. And you know what? See this person, you think he's dodgy. Well, after all the red herrings, guess what he is? And then this other person over here, they have never had anything to do with anything. They must mean something, mustn't they? Yes, they do. And it's like, oh my God, it's so fucking predictable. And then it goes, and by the way, while you're all looking over here and we've explained everything, over here is a completely different red herring. And then we go, ta-da! Here's a surprise. Come and see us in season 2. At which point I was like, no fucking way. Be done. Go away.
Can I just ask, did it pull a classic? We're introducing this object here, which is quite random in this episode and doesn't mean anything until suddenly they find a use for it the next episode.
No, it's not like that. It's more like there's only 10 people in the entire cast, and you keep going, oh well, they must be the killer. Oh well, they must be the killer. Well, they must be the killer. And finally, after explaining that like 60% of the cast are killers in one way or another, you go, right, well, that's all the killers, all the threads, all done. Thank you very much. And then it goes, oh, yeah, but this other person was too. Roll credits. And you're like, fuck off. It made me cross. I will not lie. I was just like, you what? You who? Why? It would be like literally watching. It would be like watching. Trying to think. It'd be like watching Columbo.
Yeah.
And every cast member is a killer, and then right at the very end, Miss Columbo turns up and goes, "Oh, and I did it all." And then the whole film, then the credits roll. You just come out of nowhere. It's like, Miss Columbo, what are you doing here? I'm the killer, really. And it's like, oh, surprise.
It sounds a bit like my Angela Lansbury T-shirt that I've got, which is "I killed them all" written underneath her face.
Yeah,
I love that fucking T-shirt.
It's not far off. So yeah. So don't fucking. If you're watching Lazarus, don't fucking bother. Just don't. Right.
Yeah. Fuck you, Lazarus.
Yeah. Fuck you, Lazarus. You're never coming back from the dead in this house, motherfucker. The other thing was on Friday. I went to the pub. Because it was Andy Plastides' birthday, and it was Anne-Marie Organ's birthday, and Amber Plastides' birthday. They're all in the same week. And
yep, was it?
Yep.
There's a surprise. I didn't know at all. No, I didn't know anything about this.
No. Well,
would you happen to know Wiley?
I think the phrase "cock up on planning and invites" is
what?
Yeah. Anyway. That's not the point of the story. The point of the story is that on that evening, it's all going along. It's progressing as per a normal pub meeting does.
Yes.
And then, now bearing in mind, the combined audience is, and I think they don't mind me mentioning this, are all, to a certain degree, lesser or greater nerds, myself included. We're all Trekkies and sci-fi fans and horror fans, literary fans, that sort of thing. Anyway, so it's getting towards sort of like 9-10 o'clock in the pub, and you're at Blackfriars, so you're going to get some odd people turning up. Out of nowhere, in the middle of this thing, these three guys appear, right? And I would class them as Essex bricklayers. Or Essex builders, right? They rock up.
Why would you say that, Lee?
Because every single one of them was bright crimson.
But they're carrying a hod. Did they all have a hod of bricks?
They were built like brick shit houses to a man of them. Every single one of them was like 6'3" and about 5 foot wide.
Can you say that they're from the south of Essex and not from the very posh North Essex?
No, they came from the area which had internet.
Shut your face.
And they're very Chelmsford. Let's put it that way. Very Chelmsford. And I think you know what I'm talking about there.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
And they've rocked up. One's in a black t-shirt, super tight black t-shirt, crew cut, bright red, 12 foot tall, fucking 8 foot wide. He rocks up. He comes into the middle and he just goes, "Oi, oi!" And like we all kind of look at him, and his two mates are kind of sat down on the table just behind us. And he goes, "Oi, oi! Got a quiz for you! And I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And I look into his eyes, and it's a bit like Robert Shaw. You know what happens when you see a shark's eyes? They're like a doll's eyes, big and black.
And they shake when you move the doll, and they're like googly eyes, that kind of thing. Oh, wait a minute, that's not a shark, is it? No, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of that toilet in the Imperial. That's what I'm thinking of.
And it's like that. His pupils are almost in complete completely consumed his eyes. They are wide. This man has known the Charlie, has been with the dancing powder. He has imbibed upon the white crimson, the white flower, and he is hopping like you wouldn't fucking believe.
I'm Bob Holness, and I eat what I kill.
Exactly.
Did he do that? Yep.
Pretty much. Anyway, he rocks up. He stands there. He goes, oi, got a quiz for ya. Geezer. Oi. He sort of goes, and I think, we're going to die. Right then and there.
Yep.
That's it. It's something in me just clicks, and I basically go, oh, fuck. I try and ignore him, but what he says to the rest of the team, to the rest of the table, he goes, if you've got letters and they're all in capitals and you can fill them in, and like A's, you can fill in a gap in an A, and you can fill in a gap in a P, and you can fill in an O, and you can fill in an R. What 5 countries spelt in capital letters can you not fill in? And I'm thinking, oh, good God. At which point,
I'm sat here thinking about that now.
Yeah, I know.
If you guys just want to carry on with the podcast for a while, I'm going to see if I can work this out.
Mm-hmm. At which point, exactly, the rest of the table starts doing the quiz. And I'm like, oh no. And then like, I can't remember the name, Laura starts throwing out Fiji and all these kind of things. And he's like, yeah, there you go. And all you clever bastards, you're going to fucking get this one. Oi, sort of thing. At which point, I suddenly noticed that his mates are quite quiet. So I think, I know what
they
I'm
have
do.
not partaken of the Charlie.
No. So I'm now into kind of pleading mode. So I turn to them and I code up. I go into full, here we are at the Metcalfe football discussion circa 1987. At which point I go, oh, what's he doing? Is he fucking auditioning for the chase? And they all go, like this sort of thing. He then locks on me, this guy. And he goes,
oh no.
He goes, you look like fucking John Virgo. You remember John Virgo? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember John Virgo. I said, yeah, that cunt who couldn't put a ball, sort of thing. And
he's my dad.
Yeah, exactly. It was all that kind of thing.
I'm Bob Virgo.
And all the while, I'm trying to lock on him. And I'm trying to keep like, hey, yeah, you can't, you're silly funny. It's really fucking funny. Where'd you get those fucking quizzes from? A Christmas cracker? Hey, sort of thing. And I'm doing this in a desperate bid to try and keep him busy because the others, my compatriots, sat around the table are going, is it Sri Lanka? No. Is it Indochina? No. And it's, oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, and then he carries on, and then he says, I've never been beaten at rock, paper, scissors.
Oh shit.
And I'm like,
my word.
Fuck's sake.
Now that's a claim, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'm like, what? And he goes, rock, paper, scissors. I've been at the Helsinki rock, paper, scissors championship, ain't I? And I'm looking at his mates now, and his mates are like both shaking their heads like, we don't know. We have no idea. And then I say, right, okay, I'll tell you what, mate. Let's do it. Let's do this rock, paper, scissors. Because I'm now trying to get rid of him. Because he is clearly scanning the group. He's looking for something. I don't know what it is, but the words row are running in my head. So I stand up and I go, right, okay, rock, paper, scissors. And he goes, rock, paper, scissors. Go on in 1, 2, 3. And I beat him once. And he goes, 1, 2, 3. Beat him twice. And then he does the psychological thing. I knew he was doing it, so I just thought, okay, he wants to win. And he does that thing where he goes, you're never going to pick paper. You know you're going to pick paper. I'm going to pick scissors. You're going to pick paper. And so it forces you not to pick paper. And he won't pick scissors, so you pick a rock and he beats you. Anyway. So I thought, well, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll play into his game. I did rock, he did paper. You cunt, I've fucking never been beaten, sort of thing. He gets up, he goes, well, fucking, it's been good, but you ain't good enough, you ain't never gonna beat me. I'm off now. he gets up, he fucks off, and I think, I've done it. I've deflected him. At which point, my fellow compatriots around the table, someone pipes up, "What were the answers?"
Oh.
He turns around and he goes, "Well, I'm going to sit right back down then until you figured it out." Oh, fucking hell. And to their credit, they got the answers. I can't remember them right now. I'm sure that Pete Organ and Anne-Marie will pipe up. But the thing is, they did it, and then he fucked off. He fucked off, and thank Christ for that. At which point, I turned to all of them and went, "You want to know the fucking answers?"
Dear, oh dear.
The lack of self-preservation that was around that table right then, because there was a fucking quiz, just blew my mind. It it was like it was like Temple of Doom. Me looking through the fucking window at Willie and going, "We are going to die." It's just, and they're all like, maybe actually it's maybe it's I can't even remember what the fucking things were. It was one of them was Chile, and then one of them was Fiji, and then one of them was, I don't know, I can't even remember. But the fact of the matter was, just they got up and walked off. They were literally 10 steps away, and then suddenly, "What were the answers?" Fuck off.
Do you know what? I've been to meetings like that on a Friday afternoon, you know, where most of us are looking around, scanning the room, giving it that, "Don't ask a fucking question. Don't you fucking ask a question. The meeting's come to an end. Let it end." And then somebody pipes up with, "Oh, I'd like to go back to your point at the beginning of the meeting there. The one you made about, you know, financial backing and shit."
Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a nice evening and everything, but yeah, some
Stressful.
people, stressful.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great.
Ray, next time somebody asks you if you want to take place at a quiz, you say
no. Exactly. So there you go. The rest of the evening was good though. I'll spare people's blushes and not say what happened then, but it was good. It was a good evening. Right, I think we'll leave it there. Let's just see if there's any feedback for the long walk, because I'm not entirely sure there was. But let's have a look. Feedback for the long walk. There is none at all. 0 zip nada denied. So, if anybody would like to leave feedback for the long walk or Velocipastor, or if you know the other three countries, which are which can be not filled in using the criteria of capital letters, then by all means send in an email to feedback@blackdogpodcast.com, or go onto the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/the Black Dog Podcast, and let us know. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Roll the jingle, and we'll be back for Velociraptor, Pasta, Jurassic Park with ninjas. Roll the jingle. Oh No-Vember. Right, so part one of our suddenly assembled no, it's November season starts with Velocipastor, which is a 2017 American quote-unquote comedy horror film written and directed and edited by Brendan Steer. The plot follows the pastor, Doug Jones, who becomes infected by an artifact, resulting in him turning into a velociraptor, but only when he becomes angry. After a screening at the B-Movie Underground and Trash BUT film festivals on August the 31st, 2018, the film received a wide release across the United States on August 13th, 2019. The film had the film stars Gregory James Cohen, Alicia Kempsky, Daniel Steer, Ethan Ward, Aurelio Voltaire, Yang Li Chang, and Jesse Turrets, and none of whom have ever worked again. And the budget was $36,000. Really?
Wow.
That much.
That much. How much did it?
$6,000.
We have no box office, unsurprisingly, but to keep in with the the format, he's just desperately trying not to sound drunk. To keep with the format, how much did it make at the box office, Darren?
It made a certificate from Priest College.
Okay. Elton, how much did it make at the box office?
One comb over and an exploding girlfriend.
Jim.
12 million funny laughs.
Oh. Well, actually, you're all wrong because, crikey, it's the Dragon Warrior. Apparently. Yeah, but I was going to say it actually earned surprisingly little demand for hooker doctor lawyers. But anyway, right, okay. I don't even know if there should be a fucking. I don't even know if there should be a spoiler zone for this because it's all on the box. There's a pastor. He turns into a velociraptor. There's ninjas. I mean, I don't think anything else needs to be said. So let's go around the table to maintain the air of a format and start with you, Elton. What did you think of Velocipastor?
I think I can sum this up in 5 words.
Go for it.
This shouldn't have been made.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh.
Right.
I don't know. I really don't know about this one. It's fucking awful.
It's like an EMP, isn't it? This. It's just, you watch it and it's like, my brain computer is just fused.
Yeah. It's really, I think we've said this a number of times before. No, I'll save that.
Go on.
Yeah. But I don't, Jim, we are stripping you naked and walking you through a street, ringing a bell behind you, shouting shame.
Said Mr. G.I. Joe, come on.
Yeah. I was going to say, there's a certain...
Mr. Landman goes click, come on. That one actually annoyed people.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, Elton. He does have me bang to rights at that point.
Yeah, I know. Touche.
Oh dear. Well, I never. Yeah.
Not a great movie. It's not great.
No. Okay, fair enough. Darren, what about you?
Oh man. You know a film is a bit of a wrong-un when even at an hour and 15 it feels like you've been watching it for 3 hours.
Right.
Because Jesus H. Christ. I remember sitting there watching this,
Mm.
and I was like, fucking hell, how far are we into this? It's like, so we're halfway through. Oh, okay.
Mm.
And then I swear 45 minutes went by, and I pressed the button again to pause it to see how long we'd done, and it only been 5 minutes. I was just, this is far too long. This is something trying to be funny. And while I liked the bit at the beginning with the car effects joke, the car burning effects joke, it's like, oh, I see what we're doing there. This is Airplane.
Yeah.
Oh God, no! It was like, oh no, this is not working. This is.
Mm-hmm.
It's trying to be really, really funny, but it knows it's shit. In fact, I'm just wondering if they released it, they did a Tommy Wiseau and thought, this is a masterpiece, we'll release it. And then people looked at it and thought, this is a ridiculously comical pile of shit. And they thought, we'll go with that. We'll roll with it, even though we were expecting everybody to see the finer
I don't think you
points.
make a film called Velocipastor in good faith.
I don't think it was Velocipastor. I don't think it was that. Or maybe it was, and they just seriously...
It came from an autocorrect when he misspelt Velociraptor. And he thought, now that sounds like a terrible movie.
Yeah.
Is that where he got his plot from? Was it? That he built it on the back of a fucking spelling mistake?
Pretty much.
Is that what you're telling me?
That was the inspiration.
Holy shitballs.
Yeah.
You can blame autocorrect for this entire thing.
Yes. He's not
well, they got away with it.
It's also a sad reflection on autocorrect as well.
Yes. Pretty much.
I see you're trying to make a shit film.
Yeah. Well, I never. Yeah. Okay. My turn?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I thought it was a damning indictment on the nature of religion, the cultural misunderstandings of the Catholic Church. I thought it went deep into the sort of like relationships and the idea of chastity. I thought it was very, very savvy and clearly had a lot to say about social deprivation and crime and punishment.
But enough about Die Hard. What did you think of this film?
Yeah, it weren't good. It weren't good. I'm not going to lie, but I think the problem I had with it all the way through, and Carol sat and watched it with me, and she's still not talking to me. I'll be perfectly frank.
I saw the post.
Yeah, she's yeah. Though there was a couple of bits that she laughed at. Oh, we'll say that. Yeah.
Yep.
All I'm saying is Vietnam. I'm just saying. But I honestly can't tell if well, the problem is it's one of those things where you go, are the bad bits deliberately bad, or are the bad bits naff?
Mm-hmm.
And I had that all the way through, because there's bits of it where I go, oh yeah, okay, fine, we're in on the joke, and then there's bits of it where you go, no, that's actually a mistake. And at some points you go, is it Garth Marenghi or is it Tommy Wiseau? And that's where I kind of sit with it, because if it's Garth Marenghi, I go, fine, I'm down with it. I thought it was ridiculous, silly, and if you take it as a Garth Marenghi episode, fine, away you go, have at it. It's fine. It's not 100%. It doesn't hit all the targets, but that's fine. If, on the other hand, they're trying to make something genuine, because there were some moments where they were obviously trying to be genuine, and it fails miserably. So I'm in this weird Schrodinger's box of it's shit but well made, or it's deliberately shit and poorly made. I don't know. It's just it's all over the place, and yeah, I couldn't condemn it as the worst film I've ever seen. We've seen some bad films, but and I think the problem is my decision on how I feel about it comes down to how I feel it was made at the time. If it's made 100% for the laughs, then in which case I'll just go, it wasn't as fun as it thought it was, but well done for trying. If, on the other hand, they were making it sensibly and then it fucked up and then it kind of turned into a ha ha ha, we're making a parody, aren't we? And covering up certain issues by making that excuse, then you kind of lose me a bit. But the problem is I can't be sure. And that kind of tells you something. If you can't be sure, then it hasn't succeeded in telling you one way or the other. It's either a really good parody of a really bad movie, or it's a really bad movie. It's just, where are we with this thing? So I'm kind of on the fence about it, which seems really weird, given how bloody awful it is. But yeah, it's very strange. It's a very strange one for me. I don't know how I feel about it. Ask me in 5 minutes, I might change my mind entirely. Jim, what about you?
Well, I picked this because I thought we needed a stupid film, and ideally a terrible one we could have a good laugh ripping on. Yes. And I think I fulfilled my mandate with this.
Yes, you did. I think, job done. Well done, Jim.
Knocked out the park.
Yeah.
However, it wasn't just flat awful like War of the Worlds or Larmageddon.
No.
There was some things in here that I thought were actually genuinely funny. Again, the spoiler warning, but there was definitely... It was definitely taking a bunch of like martial arts and action film and so general kind of video store fodder cliches and jamming them together. And some of it worked. Unfortunately, some of it didn't.
Yes.
And there was long bits where there wasn't quite enough jokes, or it wasn't kind of, the jokes weren't not constructive, but not... I think with comedy, I think it's quite hard to direct because it isn't just point the camera, it becomes funny. There's a way of visually telling it. In the same way, to make a horror film, you have to lens things the right way. And a lot of this, they didn't have the talent to do that. But they still got some good gags in. And kind of it sagged in the middle until I think it pulled it round at the end and got a better hit rate. But yeah, it was kind of, I was almost disappointed because it was a bit better than I was hoping.
Well, I don't know how best to react to that, to be honest. Brilliant. Okay, well, for what it's worth, shall we do the spoiler zone?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what we could spoil.
Danger. The emergency destruct system is now activated.
Shut up, Wesley.
Ship will detonate in T-minus 10 minutes.
Shut up, Wesley.
Option to override automatic detonation expires in T-minus 5 minutes.
There you go. Oh.
Shut up, Wesley.
There you go. Right. So here's the question, I guess, is the thing everything kind of hangs around. Is it deliberately a parody, or is it a badly made movie retrofitted into a parody in afterwards?
I don't think they were going for a parody movie right from the offset. I think there's too much in here that is deliberately kind of thinking back to crappy films they rented on VHS back in the day. Yeah. It's a fact, like, they have a Nam flashback. And we were all of the same vintage. At one stage, you couldn't get an action film or a martial arts film where some character hadn't been to fucking Nam and you got a flashback sequence.
Yes.
And normally shot in very obviously American backwoods and parks.
Yes. Yeah, I have to say the Nam flashback was one of my personal favourite moments because it was just like when they said they went it reminds me of Nam or something like that, and it goes back and it's exactly the same actor just with a blonde wig on jammed underneath his fucking hat.
Yeah.
I also like when it like just stops like, right, that's enough of that. We've ticked the Nam box.
I mean, it was things like that where I was kind of like, oh, you actually do know what you're doing, and I sort of learned to warm to it. And there was bits like the dialogue with the hooker. She seems to have quite a good line in sort of like throwaway lines, and it just seems to be all quite funny. And Frankie Mermaid.
They killed him off too early. He should have been the big baddie.
Yeah. I mean, yo, Cherry, if you stuffed dicks in your mouth like you're doing that sandwich, I'd be a fucking millionaire by now.
Shakespeare was kicking himself he didn't write that line.
Exactly. I mean, seriously, it's on their own. You look at those lines and you just go, "Oh, right, okay, they are definitely taking the piss." And it is.
This is another Austin Powers 3.
Yes,
this one where it's not funny when you're watching it at the time, but you think back to the jokes.
Yeah,
and then you're laughing, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There's another one I liked. It was a bit of like a film buff joke.
Yeah.
He's where he chops off the head, and you've got this obviously fake head in obviously fake gore, and the camera doesn't cut away or show it quickly. It just zooms in on it so you can see it in all its awfulness. And it's like so many shit horror films and action do that as well. Instead of like cutting away quickly, they linger on it to go, hang on, that's a dummy's head.
Yep.
Oh, is that the one where one of the ninjas gets his head chopped off out of screen, and you just see it's a female dummy's head that rolls into
just rolls past. Yeah.
It's a wig holder, isn't it?
Yeah,
something like that.
And later with the big bad's head as well. He's kind of it's the same fucking dummy's head, but they've just put huge bushy eyebrows and a mustache on it.
Oh. Yeah, all the fucking ninjas when it does that whole thing of like when
it's the Enter the Dragon pastiche with like know it's kind of we are building an army of extraordinary magnitude and there's two punchy guys and they've dubbed on the
and then it goes to the bit where the three ninjas find him in the forest and it's like okay. So, crikey, it's the Dragon Warrior. And then all of a sudden he goes, right, okay, well, I'm ready to go. We've got a plan. And then he's got a clipboard out and he's going, right, Wong, I need you to go left. As it does that, it just fades out to the other Dragon Warrior who's sitting there going, I knew this was how I was going to die because my lovely Lee May. And he does this whole flashback, and he does this whole flashback with his girlfriend, and then all of a sudden it snaps back into reality, and she goes, "You're going to die because you never pay attention." And then it snaps back to him, and as he does that, there's the other bloke going, "Right, I think we've all got the plan. Are you ready?" It's like, you fucking what? I mean, that's the thing. I'm looking at the things now, and I'm just thinking, oh, that was actually quite funny. The VFX insert burning car here.
Oh dear me.
So go on in, Elton. You say this should never be made. Was it just there was nothing clicking for you at all?
So Darren, you're right about it being one of them movies where you sit down with your mates, you talk about it, and you end up giggling about it.
Yeah.
And I'm already finding that out. I think unfortunately, I'm the cynical bastard going into it, and I see a film as an hour and a half of slotted time in which you are supposed to be entertained by the visual medium. And if it's done in a way where they're clearly taking the piss, I get the feeling that I'm wasting my time sometimes.
Right.
And it's just because I feel like they couldn't come up with something, and so they come up with something daft and over the top. And sometimes that is just, I don't know, it's just
not for you.
Yeah, I think so. It's been done so many times. It would be great if there was like 10 or 12 of these movies and you'd be like, oh man, you can dive into it. But there seems to be a thing where a company wants to make one because other people have made these. And they're like, well, hang on, that spelling mistake has created this movie. And other people they've come up with the title, and then they base a movie around the title. And this is what's happened here. And yeah, I'm sorry for being down on it, but it's just, oh my God. They the drawing of the Velociraptor on the poster is very misleading to what you actually get in the movie. Now, it's hilarious. It's hilarious that you got a guy in one of the inflatable things. Okay, great, fine. But there's always going to be that little part of my brain going, yeah, but look, they're already making a movie. Why not make a good one? Or try and make a better one. And if you try and make a better one, then you might make something even more cult. This is going for that cult status already. And yet it hasn't deserved anything yet. Cult, these cult movies, they build up and work their way up to being that sort of place because people realize, oh, that's really good, or that's really worth watching. Not that it's really good, but it is worth diving into. It's worth investing time. In 10 years' time, I don't know if this will be on anyone's radar.
Okay.
That's just cynical me. I apologize. I don't mean to be like that because,
dude, it's completely okay. It's totally, it's totally fine. I don't begrudge you that. And like I say, I think we were all when we were watching it, me and Carol. I mean, we were in the same kind of boat. It was just like, what is this? Yeah. What is going on here? But there comes a point where you kind of tune into it.
I think I would have tuned into it. I couldn't hear it. And I had the TV up like well loud and stuff. And it was like still really, really quiet. Now, is that purposely done because they want to muck around with you? And this is the problem. I'm spending half the time watching this movie going, are they doing that for this reason or are they doing that for that reason? Are they doing this because of monetary budgets, or are they doing it because they think cheap is cheerful and that will get a laugh?
Well, that's kind of where I was to start with, which was like, is this genuine or is this a mistake?
Yeah,
kind of thing. And that's the problem. That's the problem with this kind of parody. If it was like Airplane or something like that, you can go, oh yeah, there you go. It's deliberately done, like, because it sets out its stall quite early. I think the problem you get is when you've got no way of telling.
Yeah,
it's almost like the parody's too good. It's kind of like it's so good that you're like now sitting there going, no, this isn't a parody. This is actually genuinely shit.
Yeah. See, now when I was watching the Nam bit, I was just concentrating on the wig and the person and just sitting there going, well, they've had a montage, they've had a sex scene, And now they're doing this just to pad time because the story really doesn't warrant the running time. But now thinking about it and listening to you guys talk about it, it makes sense. They have an understanding of certain films and they're using that in a way to tell their story.
Yeah.
Which is where I always miss that. I always do. And that's not the fault of the movie. That's the fault of me not getting it. And sometimes I just don't get it. And I sit there straight-faced going, well, entertain me. If you want to be funny, if you want to be shit, then okay, you got to be hilarious with it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if they're actually trying and they're not trying to be shit, but they are accidentally, that becomes more funny to me.
Yeah. Well, again, it's the. It's the Sharknado thing, isn't it? There's a difference between sincerity and insincerity when it comes to parodies. Either you're sincerely taking the piss and you're being quite obvious about it, or you're pretending to take the piss. You're pretending to be bad, shall we say?
Yeah.
And that's, we've mentioned this before plenty of times.
I think that's my problem. That I don't get it sometimes. I have some sort of blinker that stops me from seeing the parody and actually taking each frame as a serious bit of cinema history.
Which is funny in itself.
Well, yeah, and I shouldn't be like that. But even going into this movie, I know kind of what I'm getting with Velocipastor and the photo that you showed us in the lead up to it last week as well. I'm like, oh my God. But unfortunately, that sets out its stall as, okay, right, you want to be funny, you want to be cheap and cheerful, go on then, do it. And then I need more from it to do that for me.
Right. Right. What about you, Dal? Were you with Elton on that one? Is it just like it's not funny because it's not a parody that works well, or what?
This is such a. There's no single one answer, I think, to this. It's the whole comes back to comedy is very subjective. It's a Venn diagram of many different people's likes and that, and they all kind of cross over in the middle, however minute that crossover might be. But there's all different factors involved in this. Like what you're, are you somebody that appreciates good timing? And so even the shittest joke, if it's timed really well, can turn into solid gold.
Yeah.
And if the timing's out, that can seriously affect it. This stuff is always better when people don't think too hard about it when they're trying to create it. If they're deliberately trying to make it funny and they're too obsessed with trying to make it funny, and they don't have enough sort of slap in the face sort of shock tactics with this sort of thing, I think it can fail quite miserably. I did like there was some of the comedy in this that did work.
Right.
The the T-Rex that he kept turning into, I thought was quite funny. The hunchback T-Rex.
That was the top of his head sticking through the back. That was the problem.
Yep. I thought Timu Doctor Strange was quite funny in it as well. Because you could just if Timu did movies, he would did superhero movies. He'd be Doctor Strange, that bloke, right? Okay. So yeah, stuff like that little bit of a giggle to it, but it always worked when it was shock tactics, when you weren't expecting the joke to crop up, because a lot of it was fairly sort of, you took a long time to get there for that one. Therefore, I can't even rate. I could see it's supposed to be humorous, but this could have been done so much better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, thinking back to it now, that line from the pimp, about the sandwich, right? You just said, and I didn't quite hear that first time I watched it, but you said it out now, and I'm thinking that's made me laugh a lot more than it did in the film itself, right?
Yeah.
If you stuff sandwiches in your face like cocks, I'd be a millionaire. Or stuff cocks in your mouth like you stuff in that sandwich. I'd be a millionaire.
I'd be a fucking millionaire.
So,
Father Stewart, what if I told you I was different? You're not that different, Doug. There are plenty of men like that in the church.
Yeah. So stuff like that. The sort of the catch you off guard moments, I think, are very funny. But the telegraph parts and the bits where you can see that the timing is out.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. This was trying to beat Airplane as well, with like a joke a minute, And if you haven't got that, if you're not crafted with that, if you're not on point with that every single joke, then you're not going to get Airplane at all. You're just going to get Plane. That's what you're going to get, right?
Now, I think it was more trying to do like Garth Marenghi.
Yeah.
He's not doing a lot of gags. But I would say that he's not landing most of them. I think there's enough gags in here for a good 40-minute Garth Marenghi style episode.
There are jokes in here that Garth Marenghi would have done a lot better, right? That show would have taken it, and they would have made those really funny, like they should be, right? People should be laughing at this stuff, but I think it's just delivery. Sometimes cheap things are cheap for a reason, or should I say and this is, it's a shame because there is stuff in there that did genuinely make me giggle, right? That I did see on screen, and especially the bit at the beginning with the VFX for, burning car, and the way that he expresses happiness about his mum and dad being there and waves at them. Hello, mum and dad.
Mum and dad. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's what people do. That's what parents do. They die on you. It's while he's sitting there drinking out of the communion wine pot. It's just like
or that bit when he's in bed, he wakes up in the hooker's flat and they're talking, and she's like, "What are you actually talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, was this your first time?" "Yes, it was. I've never seen anything like that before."
Okay.
Oh, so you've never done this before either? No. I like that. The general, what are you talking about exactly?
Yeah, exactly.
I like the reel of, have you got anything I could wear?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then it cuts to him and he's in like orange dress.
The other thing I like, where they did the montage and it goes to split screen, and it just keeps splitting and splitting. Yeah. And by the end, there's just like random pictures of statues in the street just being shown.
There's a pigeon. There's a bin. There's and that's the thing. Is like when you look at the things like that, you just go, actually, they know what they're doing, and it's in that respect you got to say fine. But like for example, with the opening scene with mum and dad, and then mum and dad explode. VFX car burning, and him sitting there going, "No, VFX car burning, no, VFX car burning, no," sort of thing. And then it's like that's already funny, but then it over-eggs the pudding with the weird camera move wobbling upwards, above his head, and then you go, "Okay, so you're doing that deliberately because you can't." It's really weird. You can't get things wrong deliberately unless you're really, really good at it, it's a bit like the Les Dawson thing.
Yes, I was about to say Les Dawson in his piano playing.
You can play piano badly, but to play piano badly and make it seem effortless requires actual skill.
So much. Yeah. As soon as he starts playing the notes out of fucking out of key.
Out of key, that's it.
That would be it. I'd be on the floor. I'd be just fantastic. I love that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like you got to go kind of, oh, that's brilliantly done. That's That's excellently done. But in the case of Velocipastor, some of the mistakes, like that wobbling the camera upwards, kind of indicate where I kind of think it's not a parody. It's just their lack of experience in making a parody.
Well, isn't that a parody of 80s movies, of like the fade up?
Yeah, but the point was it's trying to be the sort of Tommy Wiseau. He hasn't moved the camera correctly, or he's changing the camera position as they've marked the camera in a certain place, and it's things like that where you go, okay, that's dumb. That's kind of an actual error, because even though it was clearly a parody moment, it's not done very well. It didn't land, and it looked forced. So therefore, it's failed in what it was attempting to do. Does that make sense? It's like when we talked about Young Frankenstein, for example. Young Frankenstein works as a parody of James Whale's Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein because it understands how that film was made, and it parodies it perfectly. And when something like Dracula Dead and Loving It comes along, which is sort of Leslie Nielsen doing a parody of Dracula, it's like it doesn't work because it looks like someone's really trying hard to find something to take the piss out of. And therefore, it feels like someone's going, oh, look, this is funny because this was done wrong. Look at it. When actually the laugh came 5 minutes before.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where Velocipastor kind of sits in that kind of weird grey area, because there's bits of it I just like when the three ninjas come through the window after the pastor and the hooker have made love, and they do that fight and they kill all three ninjas, and then all of a sudden it's like as the camera's kind of sweeping across to the ninja's base, you hear a voiceover going, "It was really lucky that the ninja before he died told me all of the plans and exactly where they were, the location of the base." And it's like, yeah, that's a Garth Marenghiism, isn't it? It's the we have to insert something to explain why we're not doing a searching for the base kind of thing. And you go, that's brilliant. I love that. Thank you very much. More of that, please. But then the fight with the dinosaur, again, over eggs the pudding, because it's like when it's just flashes of like a really naff dinosaur, you're kind of like, oh my God, we're in red letter media territory here. You know, this is terrible, but it's funny.
Yeah.
But then when it's like, it's a fucking knockout with a geezer in a T-Rex outfit, it's like, it's laughable for about 3 seconds. And then you're like, and we're done.
Although when it rips off that guy's arm, that was fucking brilliant. That was amazing.
Yeah.
See, now all of that fight, I thought that was really good because you had, before he changed, you have the girlfriend / hooker in the background ready to fight the other two ninjas. And they're just doing like the poses that you do before like a video game where they just bop left and right. Yeah. And they're just doing that in the background, waiting for their time on camera. And I think that's real clever. That is really clever. And it's stuff like that I suppose I was in a bit of a foul mood with it when I first watched it. But now thinking about it, it's okay. That's good. It's really cool.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying is it's that whole thing of, is it parody? Is it poorly made? Is it both? And there's bits of it that are brilliant, and there's bits of it that you go, that's genuine genius. And then there's bits of it where it's just like, that's genuinely fucking awful because they didn't have the resources or the skill to pull that off.
Did anyone notice the Jurassic Park little John Williams sting at the very beginning?
No.
Oh, okay. Watch it at the very beginning, where I think when he's going to China and he's in the woods, clearly in China,
Oh,
And
of course.
there's a bit of the music where it goes. "Du, du, 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 du." And it's like, oh, that's good.
Yeah. That
I think
exactly.
for a film that's very broad, there's a lot of things that are actually quite subtle.
Yes. Yeah.
It's kind of like it's like
Go
the
on.
Nam parody, right? Where a lot of people said, unless you watched a lot of video store Drek in the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the whole thing of that,
Mate.
there's subtle of Enter the Dragon that, it's not the evil Dr. Klong. That's the other parody of Fistful again. But you know what I mean? On the island, there's hundreds of warriors training all the time. And here he's got two slightly overweight blokes.
Yeah.
And they're always there. And you can hear them in the background.
Yeah. It's like I'm on a mission from God. That's insane, Doug. God doesn't want people dead. Oh, I think God wants a lot of people dead. And it's like, oh my God. Which is quite funny because it followed a scene earlier on where Father Stewart turns around and goes, Doug, this is God's will. Parents die. That's what they do. It's like, okay, hang on. What's going on here? So, yeah. Darren.
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen Mega Shark, Giant Octopus, and all that kind of stuff?
No. I've seen
Okay.
clips of it.
Okay. I just thought it might have been one of those dinosaur things that made you watch.
I've seen that.
Yeah. Is it?
No.
Oh, okay. In which case, Elton,
Yes.
is this in that same category?
See, now that's the big question. I find that Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus is one of those movies that was made to be bad for people that,
Just for the sake
Like,
of it, really.
yeah, it's
That
just
was the
for
only
sake of
joke
it.
that we're making a bad movie. There's nothing else in there that's a parody or a joke other than this is shoddy, isn't it?
Yeah. Whereas this is better than that, definitely. And that's the problem. Because of Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus, those types of movies, I always go in going, okay, you're here to take the piss out of me. And that's why I sit back, cross my arms and going, go on then, do it. Do your thing, and it better be good. And I think this, weirdly, is much, much better than Giant whatever it is versus Squiddy McFlyface or whatever.
Yeah, much better than something like Atlantic Rim, which we reviewed years ago.
God, I can't stand
Jesus.
Suddenly, the sound from the kitchen.
He emerges from the depths.
Yeah. So Jim, what were you expecting this film to be like then? Really, when you chose it?
Well, there are lots and lots of bad films. I mean, there was one called The Scrotum.
Yes.
About a ball bag monster.
Which is on Amazon.
Yep, there's Werewolf Santa. There's no end of these, and generally a lot of them are just playing that card of, this is shoddy just for the sake of it. But I did want something that offered a bit more than that. And without sort of heading anywhere spoilery, I did have a look at some reviews, and like for The Scrotum, people said, if you want to watch the ball bag monster film, this is it, but it isn't very good.
Yeah.
Whereas this, the reviews were saying it's cheap, it's stupid, but it knows it's cheap and stupid, and it's sending up bad movies like this. And I thought, okay, that sounds, it's got a bit more going on than just here's something shoddy, ha ha ha. I mean, Larmageddon was the kind of here's something shoddy, ha ha ha, and that really should never have been released.
No.
Whereas, like, conversely, Birdemic was the work of someone clearly deluded, possibly ill. And I think kind of in getting it released and everyone laughing at it was a strange form of bullying almost. You know,
Yeah.
It's on Amazon as well now.
Yep,
Birdemic,
sure.
you know that.
Yeah, so I wanted something that was kind of like, you know, bad, but it was, give us something to chew on. And I think this has done it. Because, I mean, I was quite sort of... I was up for just something that's going to be just like, we know this is ridiculous. Of course it's ridiculous. But it actually offered me a bit more because there was some of the parody elements were actually a lot more elegant than I was expecting.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, it is kind of, though, unfortunately, it doesn't have quite enough good stuff to fill the running time.
Yeah.
But as you could make a very, really hilarious 45-minute movie from what they had.
Yes.
But considering how low budget it was, and everyone starts somewhere. I mean, James Gunn started out scripting trauma movies, which weren't very good at all.
Yep. James Cameron started on Piranha 2.
Exactly. So you know what I mean. Everyone starts somewhere, and this is like, this shows promise, and there's actually some very very cine literate jokes which I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
As well as like the broad stuff that, I mean, it did pull off some good coups. The exploding girlfriend was fucking genius.
Oh my God. That was genuinely hilarious.
Yeah.
When she just runs and then she just turns into basically a pot of paint being thrown in his face.
Yeah.
And then, but the funniest bit of all is the line that comes straight after it. I don't think there's much we can do, man. I think she's too far gone. It's like, it's like, you what? She literally vaporized on the spot. Oh God!
Well, again, that is from the big book of 80s video schlock cliches. Those sort of lines, isn't it? It's just kind of like, that's really, your bad films. You've watched them and suffered them. You know, like we all have. Like, oh, that looks good. Oh, it's terrible.
Yes, she's too far gone, man. Too far fucking gone. She literally just vaporized. She turned into cheese. But the whole thing with him, that particular guy, still looking about 60, and looking about 60 and having like this blonde hair jammed under his helmet. And there's this young guy standing with him going, yeah, here we are, young guys on the front, fighting this old man's war. He's like, you what? And the following that up with, yeah, you're going to have 11 kids, and you're going to have to remember exactly how they all laugh, because they'll all laugh like this. And he's doing all this sort of thing. He's kind of like, you can name them after me. It'll be great, and all this sort of thing. And then you're thinking, yeah, anything else, you'd be dead. And then suddenly he's just like, he gets shot. But when the hooker gets sliced up at the end, and it's like, oh no, what's she done? And it's like, and then the doctor comes in with a fag in his mouth and sits down and goes, yeah, she's fine.
I like he's got that headband on, which is like too low.
Yeah, and it falls down his face.
And then just literally fishes a dog end out the ashtray.
Yeah. Just lights it up. And it's like, wow. Well, I think I've got to come back now and reevaluate and say that actually I think all things considered, I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
As stupid as it was, but it was stupid. But
it's got a lot more soul than like Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus and those types of movies. They're just cranked out just for... There's no real love in them. They're just cranked out for cranking them out just to try and sell them to the lowest bidder.
Yeah.
Whereas this,
It's-
someone's actually spent a bit of time on it.
Yeah, I also think there's this whole thing of cashing in on the sort of like someone wants to be first finding the next room
Mhm.
or the next sort of like Miami connection or something like that. You know, people are looking for some terrible films and want to be the first one to find it. But yeah,
Well, would you say terrible movies like that, they were only like a 90s, early 2000s thing?
no, they're still being made. I mean,
No.
fucking Amazon's full of them.
But they weren't made like this in the 80s, were they? Was there a
Dear
subgenre?
God, yes.
I'm trying to think now. Yeah, there
What
was
way they were made? They were made deliberately poor.
deliberately bad.
Yeah, there was TV shows like Sledgehammer. There was, there was TV shows. I guess this is probably a bit more modern, but there was ones like Danger 5, which was a TV show that was done like this sort of parody show. Pretty much everything that Adult Swim pushed out for the last 20 years has been like this. But so yeah, so I don't know. I don't think it's a new phenomenon. I just think that streaming platforms have allowed this kind of shit to proliferate.
Right.
So yeah, that's all I got to say on that one. But yeah, I don't think it's a new thing.
No, definitely not.
No.
I mean, it's all to do with the quality, the writing, and the people doing it. Does it gel properly to make it funny?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, has anyone got anything they'd like to add to this? Because I mean, I'm acutely aware of the fact that we could go round in circles and just keep saying, "Is it a parody? Isn't it?" But talk for another hour. But does anybody want to bring up anything else? Jim, Elton.
I'm going to say I think it's a deliberate parody, but as I say, it doesn't quite have enough material for a full movie.
Yeah,
the middle bit does sag.
Yeah,
rather badly, and there's sort of bits where the jokes aren't funny enough.
Yeah.
Or there's not enough jokes.
No.
But when it gets things right,
yeah,
it's fucking golden.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolute blinder, yeah.
It's that montage where the screen just keeps splitting and splitting, shows increasingly irrelevant stuff.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful bit of comedy cinema, almost just thrown away.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's one of these, it gets funnier in retrospect the more I think about it, because it's just kind of taking the piss out of kind of how, people use montages very lazily and split screen effects very lazily.
Oh God, yeah. Especially when he's talking to his other father Steve or whatever he's called, so Father Stuart, and it's like, you have to go somewhere where God doesn't exist, and then it immediately flashes to China. So it's things like you go, okay, fine, you know what you're doing. Brilliant. Right, Darren, any last thoughts?
No.
Okay.
No, I think we've covered all the major points there, sir.
Okay. Elton?
Rubber hands.
Rubber hands. Oh my God. So good. So good. Especially in the exorcism scene. And it's just like fucking pulls the guy's eye out and he's got like fucking gloves on. It's just like, it looks like he's just wearing marigold gloves.
That's right, yeah.
It's fucking great.
No, I suppose it does help talking about it. I know every time I go into these movies, it always helps talking about it. I always enjoy like Larmageddon, I think we did, and Bad Taste, and I always prefer them after I've spoken about them.
Yeah.
And that
Can I just say, Elton, that comes under the actual section of things you could say in therapy and about this movie. I think it always helps to talk about it. You know, get it out there.
Yep. Yep. That's that for sure. For sure. Right. Okay then. Well, in which case I think we'll leave it there. We'll draw a veil over it. And I will just say my final thoughts is I found myself loving it despite itself. I think it's bloody awful, but it's hilariously bloody awful. Which brings me nicely along to this week's movie, which is my pick. Oh yes. You see, I wasn't going to do this, but Jim, you pulled the Band-Aid off, and now we've started. No, it's November, or Oh November. So I thought, there's a film I have never seen, but I have threatened to pull this trigger with the Black Dog well before Jim or you or Elton actually joined.
Don't you fucking dare! I know. I know what this. I can see. The button. The button is on the. This is the nuclear option, isn't it?
There's a number of them. Don't worry.
There's one particular one I'm thinking of.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the one you're thinking of, because I've pulled a few triggers in my time. And
breathe, Darren, breathe.
This one was one that we found on YouTube, and now that YouTube is on everyone's telly, we can literally just put that out there as a film to review now. And I checked, and it's still on YouTube because it's absolutely available nowhere else. It's a movie which, in another time, in another universe, would have spawned countless sequels. However, it didn't, because it's apparently fucking awful. It is a Marvel film.
Oh.
It stars David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. We will be doing David Hasselhoff's Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., 1998.
It's rough when he goes blackface in this film. It really is.
so good that he actually literally, Samuel L. Jackson played him in the movie. But yeah. So there we go. It's on YouTube. You can find it by going to the YouTube page. Hold on, I will tell you where it is. The YouTube page is called By the Gods. By the Gods of Science Fiction, and they have the whole film on there. Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., 1998 TV movie starring David Hasselhoff. It's there, and well, it's just there. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to put the link up on the Facebook group as well.
Oh Jesus! This film's about 4 hours long.
It's actually 1 hour and 30 minutes and 12 seconds to be precise, Dal, because I'm looking straight at it. It's going to feel like 12 hours long.
It is.
But at least it wasn't the other one I was going to pick, which was Sex Lives of the Potato Men. But just count your fucking blessings. Oh. That's all I'm going to say.
I saw that in the cinema. Oh,
dear God. So, yeah. So now we're off. No. Oh, no. It's November. Is finally completely underway. Have at it.
What's it called again?
It's called Nick Fury.
Oh, Nick Fury. Okay.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
If you watch Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you might be in a lot of bother.
You might want to clear your browser history. Yeah. So, we're going to do that.
Only one reaction I see to the post: shocked from Matt Jones.
I'm going to pretend I'm shocked that he's shocked, but Yeah, next week's film. There you go. So, has anyone seen this before?
I have.
You have. Oh, come
I
off
have.
it, Jim.
Would
I
I
saw all
be?
these shit Marvel movies on DVD in the early 90s.
Oh my god.
What was those horrible Captain America ones as well? Was it?
Oh, that was my other option. I've got that as well, all ready to go.
Who stars Reb somebody?
Yeah, Reb Brown, I think. his
Reb
name.
Brown. Oh, God.
So just count yourself lucky. It could have been that and Ronnie Cox running around Tunisia throwing a shield at a.
We can also do like a budget Marvel as well. With
Oh yeah,
old
there's the Hulk.
Spider-Man.
And, there's the Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man. There's the Hulk, and his crossover with Daredevil and Thor, but it's the Bill Bixby Hulk. And if you see Thor, it's like, you got that. Your mum made that hat, didn't she? So,
Oh, Jesus.
so there you go. It's pinned to the top of the Facebook group. So there you go. Darren, have you seen this film?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
I've actually got a copy of it, not on DVD or anything, but I was given a bunch of that range of superhero movies, right?
Yep.
The old Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
And I've got the Captain America one as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've got the Spider-Man one there as well, one of the ones that I actually showed at the cinema. And
Yep.
that's actually available to watch on Amazon Prime, I think.
Oh, well. Look forward to that.
Oh.
Right. Well, there you go. Elton, do you know anything about Nick Fury?
Not really. I haven't seen this, so
I wasn't going to ask that bit. I genuinely thought I could make that call. I hate to say it. So
there's a format to
okay,
go through.
there's a format to follow. Yeah, okay. So you haven't seen Nick Fury, and do you know anything about the character?
Not really. No, nothing. I don't watch those other movies, so no, I don't.
Oh, it's okay. This is just a super spy. This is just Marvel super spy.
Okay.
That's all you got to know. Played by the Hoff.
Hoff, jeez.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be wild. This is gonna be one of those films where we all come back and go, do you know what? Just like Velocipastor, we actually quite like it.
Oh no,
no. I think that's hard to believe. I can't even make that fly. So yeah, you go. So next week, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Hoff, be there. We'll see. We'll be ready for next week. So over to Pimp's Corner, Jim.
Yes.
What's happening? What's happening? I know you're sitting there in shock, but what's happening in the wonderful world of Hypnagoria?
I'm just at a little mini series of what's going to be indeterminate length. Looking at winter horror movies.
Cool.
And this week there'll be a reading of a classic ghost story as well.
Nice. That'll chill you to the bone.
Hopefully.
Yes. There you go. Cool. And Elton, what about you over at Rogue 2?
Just talking about cars going around in circles at the moment. So
Nice.
Yeah, in the Grand Prix podcast.
Excellent. Darren?
Nothing much. Maybe finishing Spider-Man. I don't know.
Who can say? And yeah, we'll leave it there. You can find me in the usual places, Blue Sky, as cartoonbeardy.bsky.social, or just floating around the internet like a dishevelled wraith. And by the way, another country for you for that quiz. It was Liechtenstein was one of them, and Fiji and Chile. You got two more to find. We'll leave it there. Right. So, until next week, thank you, Jim. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Elton.
no problem.
Oh wow,
No.
we've really deflated. We've completely gone. That's it. I've killed them all. That's
No
it. This
jolly
is-
farewell on this one.
This is how the podcast ends, with all
Yep.
three of them on the suicide.
Not with a
pact.
bang, but with a whimper.
Yeah.
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury, a suicide pact, and a fucking bottle of poison Kool-Aid you're all standing around a water cooler with. Yeah. Until next week, take care. Tatty bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me down the road. It's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll want to settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on.
I already came for a kebab.